mom and dad and grandparents too. If you think your child may be watching a little bit too much TV, a new study says, yep, you're right. According to researchers with the Journal of the American Medical Association, children under the age of 2 are now watching more than twice as much TV as they were in 1997. That same young group now averaging more than 3 hours a day in front of the TV, different screens too. Want to bring in Dr. Darria Long-Gillespie for more on this. Dr. Darria, good to see you.
Thank you.
Your book comes out today, by the way. It's called Mom Hacks, and all of this information will be in the book. We're talking about a study with kids and screen time. TV, iPads, phones, you name it. There are so many parents who feel guilty about this, but you say, look, there's a way to do it, moderation.
Yes, and you know, Susan, I have kids, we're moms, I get it. Parents can be exhausted, they need a moment. So screens are not taboo.
Right.
You just have to create some norms. That's what I try to talk about, is how can we make healthy easy by setting a few rules.
And you have some great advice here. One of them is go out and play first. Get some exercise, be outside, and then maybe give your child the iPad or the phone screen time.
Before we screen, we play. My kids know, go outside, give them 30 minutes of just free play outside if they can, because kids need more physical activity.
Yes.
Then if they want to come back in and watch something, and we'll talk about what they should watch, it's okay for a few minutes.
Which I like, because I agree. I do the same thing. To get outside, to be outside more, especially with this generation. They're not doing that.
They're not getting outside or activity.
If the weather doesn't permit, maybe a board game inside, something where they're communicating. And you also say it matters what they're watching on their screens, too.
Absolutely. I mean, look, if you watch Mr. Rogers versus the cartoons today, the pace is so different. So have your child watch, if they're watching, something educational. Or maybe it's an app where they're creating something as opposed to just absorbing. And lastly, even better, are shows without commercials. The number of commercials for candy has doubled since 2007. Like, how can I get my child to eat healthy when they're watching a candy bar commercial right before dinner?
My daughter did say to me the other day, Brawny's a better paper towel. I think she saw too many commercials.
My daughter says, Mommy, I need that. I mean, you don't even know what that is.
Exactly. And you say no devices in the bedroom, which I think is good advice for everyone.
This is important because one of the single biggest factors of how well we sleep in our body clocks is light, and it's a blue light from our devices, which kids are using more and more nowadays. So 1 to 2 hours before bed, you don't want anybody to be using any of these devices, and that includes parents and grandparents too. If you need to use them, have a blue light blocking glass, and then don't charge your phones in your room, especially for kids. We know it means they sleep less and lower quality, and they're more tired.
And it's so much stimulation all at once. And I would think for the bedroom, if they're trying to go to sleep and get to sleep early for school the next day.
Yes. Central charging station out of the bedroom.
Good advice. We also hear that kids do what you do, not what you say. And you can't be on your phone scrolling with your devices and say, not for you, just for me.
Right. And we all, I mean, we're all guilty of this. It pings, and human nature, we want to check in it. But studies show that even if it's at the table, even if it's face down, connection is decreased. So when you're at family dinner or interacting with your kids, have it put away. I say have phone free time every single day.
And talk to each other like we did back in the day.
Novel, right? We all should.
Dr. Darria, thank you so much. You're going to stick around. In your book, Mom Hacks, you talk about nutrition, exercise, and sleep, which is key. So you're going to talk about that coming up.
Yes, ways to make it easy.
Thank you. Good to see you.